YouTube? Topaz Yates here, back with another reaction video to Empire Episode 3, man. And you know what? Solid episode here. Quite honestly, I feel as though the music wasn't up on par like it was on episode 2, but some solid joints on here. See, that first joint that Hakeem did on the radio show, man, wasn't very damn good. But then when they jumped to the club scene and such, man, I did like that joint that Jamal had with Pitbull. Solid song right there. But then when Cookie and Hakeem came through and shut that shit down on some gangster shit and just dissed that man Lucius lying in front of his face, I'm like, yo, that was pretty damn dope what they tried to do there. A little bit far-fetched when they pretty much did that, and then all of a sudden all of their phones was calling and shit, and the whole business is popping now that they just ran up into a club and dissed somebody. That's a bit far-fetched, but it makes good television. Now, the first point that I want to make about this episode, man, is how important it is for you to sign individuals whenever you decide to put in the legwork to try to build them up to do some shit, because it's obvious to see what happened here. Hakeem put all of his heart and effort into building up this female group and shit, and you know, predatory motherfuckers like Lucius, they actually do exist in the game. Like, they'll see, oh, you already did all of the legwork for this group, I've just signed the main person and put her onto my shit, and there's nothing you can fucking do about it. That's why you get the paperwork done. And I know a lot of people don't want to sign contracts and shit, man. If they don't want to sign a fucking contract to deal with you, then you got to go somewhere else. Because this type of L that Cookie and Hakeem just took right there, man, that's a big one. That one sets the company back a little minute because they put too much effort into this group that they tried to build up. Another character flaw that Hakeem has and shit, man, he loves to talk before he actually had something, you did. Like, he had this shit coming to him. He embarrassed himself in front of the fucking world, man, because he told everybody that they was going to have a song together. They was going to do some shit on Sway in the morning, but yet they didn't already have that shit. How many times have I told people, if you're going to do anything, first you got to have something in your hand before you tell people you got it, you did. If this was reality, there wouldn't be no just little montage of them working out and shit, and then they just all of a sudden pop up with a song. Most cases, you don't get that shit done in time, because that was a lot of work they had to put in for like 3 fucking days, and you saw how hard-hitted the damn group was and shit. That doesn't go away overnight. And I got the utmost respect for Cookie, man, because no matter how bad she gets outplayed by Lucius every fucking time, she still got that hustle. She still got that desire to go ahead and build something on her own without any motherfucking help, man. And that type of desire is what everybody fucking needs, you dig? Because you're not going to get it right the first time. You're probably not going to get it right until like the 1000th fucking time. But if you keep at it and going as hard as you would have on the first time, eventually all you're going to need is one. It's going to be really interesting to see Jamal get produced by Lucius, because so far in this show, we really haven't seen Lucius produce not a goddamn thing, you did? But yet, it's really the natural progression, man, in order to make Jamal into the superstar #1 guy that he's saying he wants to fucking be. He got to go through Lucius. And what's interesting is the fact that Lucius is trying to put everything on the line in order to pick up the daughter of the guy that he killed in fucking jail and shit. And I hate it whenever these shows and shit try to have battle rap scenes and shit, man. Simply because you can't play good battle rap on TV. And I've been telling you guys about the bad motherfucking writing. Didn't they say in the last episode that they was gonna sue the black off of Hakeem for just leaking his project? What happened with that? So you just gonna let that shit slide? The fact that he leaked his motherfucking album and shit, that shit just goes under the fucking table. Hopefully they'll bring that back or something, man, but completely bad fucking writing, because that should be an integral part of them shutting down the whole Lion Dynasty and shit. And the last thing I want to touch on, man, is how funny this episode was, because you can see the hate in people's eyes all the way through. Like, the DA really fucking hates Lucius, man. She was out in the car mugging this motherfucker. Then you see Hakeem hating and shit because he got outplayed by his father, and he was looking at the chick that he banged and shit like, how could you betray me like this? Like, dude, quit being weak. But overall, damn good episode, man. I give it an 8 out of 10. Solid. I hope you enjoyed the show. You can follow me at Twitter up there, and you can go to downloadpaz.com, that's down there, to read today's article.